As you're seated, I want to welcome forward Raena Grainger to share with us as part of our stewardship moment for today. Raena is one of our high school youth and was on our summer trip to Montana this summer, which I think she'll share a little bit about today. So we're so grateful that you are here, Raena. Thanks for being with us and sharing.
Thank you. So over the summer, I took a trip to Montana with a lot of my friends. And it was to Christicon. After a 2.5-day van ride, the last stretch of which was an intriguing 30-minute trail of bumps through a rundown road, me and my friends arrived at Christicon, a picturesque camp nestled in the Boulder River Valley in Montana. As soon as we arrived, the idea of attempting to leave no trace was introduced. The idea has stuck with me, much like the stench that lingered on us the entire week that we were backpacking. And the beauty, that was amazing. There was the sense of this mountain range, this national park, being untouched by people, by us, yet ever so heavily touched by God. There was an unreal feeling to it that I felt like I was walking on clouds, not totally aware that this was real. That might have been the exhaustion, too, but I think it was the realization that God has given us a true gift, this planet. In a place like the Midwest, or the Earth in general, where humans have taken nature and manipulated it, we aren't used to this whole untouched by people, heavily touched by God concept. But I think if we lived our lives more aware of it and the impact that we have on Earth, the world could be a better place. Another thing we learned was perseverance. On a particularly taxing day, we hiked 17 miles round trip in order to peak a mountain. It was called Chalice, and as we were hiking it, the peak kept moving up, further and further and further and further and further and further and further. And it felt like we would never make it. As soon as you got to what you assumed to be the top, it would move up further. And it went on like this for probably 3 hours. Me to that peak was like kids to Halloween candy. I would have done anything to get it. And then when we made it to the top, it was the best feeling, most exhilarating feeling in the world. We could actually see Yellowstone from where we were. We could see the mountain ranges that were part of Yellowstone National Park. And it was amazing. Out of sheer determination, we literally scaled a mountain. One of the tallest in the range that we were allowed to climb. That's pretty awesome. Another point of determination was showers. Yes, showers. 3 groups were backpacking and getting back to base camp on the same day. They were all comprised mostly of teenagers, and the stereotype is that teens can't keep up with hygiene normally. But when you're hiking for 5 days and sleeping in tents with yet more teenagers, forget about it. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The 3 groups hiking back to camp were all in competition for one thing: the limited hot water for showers. Our group won, and it was the best shower of my life. I have never hiked so fast carrying such a heavy backpack. All of that determination, all of that grit and follow-through led us to one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, the top of the mountain, and one of the best feeling things ever, the shower and a bed. Ultimately, Christicon changed my life and taught me so much. Even though I don't have to hang my food up in bear bags anymore here, I consider all the things that this trip has taught me on a daily basis: community, hard work, leave no trace, consider and protect your surroundings, and determination. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raena. It was a joy to be with you, and I love the sense of humor and the insights that you shared from that trip. And as part of being a member of Midvale, your support helps our youth have experiences like this that do change their lives. And so we thank you for what you contribute and for being a part of this community. And thank you, Raena, for being a part of this community and your sharing today.